Drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos de nuevo a edupediaworld.com al nivel intermedio de español. Welcome one more time to the Spanish intermediate level. Hablemos español. On this lecture, you will see a little bit how can you form questions in Spanish, but a little bit more elaborated questions because you're going to learn how to use the question words. So, let's start. Comencemos con nuestra lección de hoy. Let's start with today's lesson. Antes de comenzar, veamos qué tipos de preguntas puedes encontrar en español. Let's see which kind of questions can you find in Spanish. Look at this phrase. Fuiste al cine. You went to the movies. And then look at this other phrase. In this case, a question with the same phrase. ¿Fuiste al cine? I only changed the intonation. Solo cambié la entonación para hacer la pregunta, para transformarla en pregunta. We changed the intonation and we put the question marks, los signos de interrogación, para transformarlo en pregunta. Este tipo de pregunta tiene cierto tipo de respuesta. ¿Cómo respondes a esta pregunta? Of course, you say yes or no, sí o no. Cuando tienes este tipo de preguntas, when you have this kind of questions where you can only answer yes or no, you have a total question, una pregunta total o cerrada, closed question. On the other hand, when you have this kind of question, ¿dónde fuiste? Where did you go? Here you're asking for a particular information. So, of course, it's not total. The answer will be a word, an information, a place, in this case. These kind of questions are called parciales, partial, or abiertas, open questions. And it's in these kind of questions that you're going to use the question words for the open, the partial questions, para las preguntas parciales. Fíjate que en español los signos de interrogación se colocan al principio y al final de la pregunta. Look, in Spanish you put the question mark at the beginning and at the end of the question, and they are called signos de interrogación. Esto es lo que hace de una frase una pregunta. This is what makes a simple phrase an interrogative phrase or a question by itself. Let's start seeing these kind of question words that you can use to create open questions, para solicitar información, to ask for information in open questions. The first one is a very common question word that is used in English and Spanish, is ¿qué? ¿Qué would be what? Mira los diferentes usos que le puedes dar. Look at the different uses you can give to ¿qué? With a verb, for example, with a verb with a direct complement. Con un verbo con complemento directo, por ejemplo, parecer. Think. ¿Qué te parece si? What do you think if we do this or that? ¿Qué piensas de? For example, what do you think this? ¿Qué harás mañana? What are you going to do tomorrow? So you can use it first with verbs. Then you can also use it to ask for a definition of something. For example, ¿qué es la fotosíntesis? La definición de la fotosíntesis. What is the photosynthesis? The process of the plants. You can also use ¿qué? To ask for nationality or even professions. ¿Qué es Adriana? Ella es profesora. And you can also use it, of course, before nouns. ¿Qué fecha es hoy? What day is today? Now we're going to see some question words that don't change. Even if they are before a feminine noun or a plural noun, they won't change. For example, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo is how. This is a word that doesn't change. It doesn't make a concordance with the verb or the noun. How? ¿Cómo? Por ejemplo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? ¿Cómo llego al aeropuerto? How do I get to the airport? ¿Cómo? How? Tienes luego cuándo. Se refiere a una medida de tiempo. It is related to time. When. ¿Cuándo? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? ¿Cuándo llegó tu abuela? When did your grandma arrive? ¿Cuándo? When. Tienes también dónde, which makes reference to a place. Hace referencia a un lugar o pide información sobre un lugar. Y you can use it to ask information about a particular or specific place. ¿Dónde? Means where. Por ejemplo, ¿dónde vives? Where do you live? ¿Dónde encontraste eso? Where did you find that? As you can see, the question words can be used in any verb tense. We are using them in present, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo llego? In the past, ¿cuándo llegó? ¿Dónde encontraste? You can use it with any verb tense, of course. Look at another group of words that don't change. Here you have another one. The one that you will use to ask for an explanation or justify an action or something that someone did. ¿Por qué? Why? Por ejemplo, ¿por qué llegaste tarde? Why did you arrive late? With this word, you have to be careful because when you're asking the question, you say ¿por qué? It is separated and you put an accent on the I. Colocas acento en la E. ¿Por qué? But when you're answering to this question and you're giving the reason, you're explaining, you're justifying, you put it together and you don't write the accent. Porque había mucho tráfico. Because there was a lot of traffic. ¿Por qué llegaste tarde? Porque había mucho tráfico. Can you listen to the difference in the pronunciation? ¿Por qué llegaste tarde? Porque había mucho tráfico. Then the other word that changes a little bit, but not in this sense, is cuánto. How much? ¿Cuánto cuesta ese vestido? How much is this dress? ¿Cuánto toma hacer este ejercicio? How long it takes to do this exercise? ¿Cuánto toma? How much time? How much does this dress is this dress? In this case would be cuánto. The meaning of cuánto will not change because you're talking about a quantity that is not specified if it is either feminine or masculine or plural. You're going to see next in which case cuánto can be different according to the gender and the number. Let's see these question words, palabras interrogativas que cambian. Por ejemplo, ¿cuál? Which. You can have which for singular and which for plural. For example, ¿cuál es tu apellido? Which is your last name? ¿Cuáles son tus cualidades? Which are your qualities? ¿Cuáles? ¿Cuál? ¿Cuáles? Plural. ¿Cuál? Singular. ¿Cuál? When you're asking for one thing. ¿Cuáles? When you're asking for two or more things. Here you have the case of cuánto. In the previous part, you just saw that cuánto doesn't change when it stands for how much. But when you're asking how many, in this case, it can change. You have to ask cuánto, cuánta. Cuántos for masculine plural and cuántas for feminine plural. For example, ¿cuántos hermanos tienes? How many brothers do you have? As you can see, it's not how much, which is cuánto, and doesn't change. It's how many. In this case, you see the change. Hermanos, masculine plural. ¿Cuántos? The concordance with the noun. ¿Cuántas niñas hay en el salón? How many girls are there in the classroom? ¿Cuántas niñas? ¿Cuánta agua tomaste? The quantity of water. How much water did you drink? ¿Cuánta agua? Here you can see how cuánto changes to cuánta because agua is feminine. It's a feminine noun. You also have the case of quién, who. Quién for singular and quiénes for the plural. For example, ¿quién es tu profesor? Who is your teacher? If you're asking for one person, but if you're asking for a group of people, of persons, you would use quiénes. ¿Quiénes vinieron a la fiesta? Who came to the party? You have another cases on which you can use the question words. For example, you can use them with prepositions and you can also use them to make exclamative phrases. Puedes usarlas para exclamar, por ejemplo, ¡qué bello paisaje! What a beautiful landscape. ¡Cuánta dicha siento! How much joy I feel. I love you so much. ¡Cuánto te amo! Look that to make exclamative phrases, the only one you cannot use is cuál. These ones that I'm showing you are the most common. ¿Qué? ¿Cuánto? ¡Qué bello paisaje! ¡Cuánto te amo! With the right intonation, of course. And as I told you before, you can also use the question words with prepositions. And in this case, you change as well the meaning or the intention of the question and the information, the kind of information you're asking for. For example, ¿con quién vino? He came with whom? ¿En qué piensas? You think about what? ¿En quién piensas? You think about whom. ¿A quién le hablan? They talk to whom. ¿Por cuánto tiempo? For how long? ¿En cuánto tiempo? How much time can I do that? So, these are the question words in Spanish. I hope you will use them and to create many questions and to ask for different informations in your next travel or in your next conversation in Spanish. So, thank you very much. Gracias una vez más por vernos y hasta luego.